Se hizo que por ustedes esto se ha hecho una realidad.
And she would like to thank the media and all the young people who were here and helped out in all the difficult times and that were there with the family. And then she also would like to thank the media that made it possible to get the criminal charges against Officer Johnson.
Espero que a este hombre, a este criminal, a este asesino, a este comesangre, asesino, ¿por qué mataste a mi hijo? Espero que no salga, que le den 100 años de prisión y que pague con la letal, que sea su fin.
She's obviously, she's very angry that this individual who committed murder against her son not be granted freedom and that he be treated as a criminal and that he get the maximum sentence available, even if it includes lethal injection.
También les estoy pidiendo que a esas personas no se les puede confiar una arma, solo porque traen su uniforme ese día y luego otro día utilizan las armas para andar lastimando familias, como la que hicieron con la de nosotros.
That there has to be a reevaluation of how these officers have the authorization and the power to carry weapons and then use them in the fashion and manner that they did with their son.
Gracias a todos. Gracias a todos mis hijos, que todos los quiero.
Now, you know, we have not, and I want to make this perfectly clear, the family has not ever initiated this campaign for economic compensation. We've never talked about suing Farmers Branch or anyone else. We've always talked about justice and bringing justice to the family, criminal justice, the arrest of Officer Johnson for the murder of Jose Cruz. That is what we have been saying from the very beginning. That is what we've been saying to the media. That's what we've been telling all the community, that we want criminal justice. We want to transform the way that people are treated in Dallas County, and not only in Dallas County, but throughout America, that there should be justice for victims of police violence, that there should be protection of civil rights for individuals that are arrested by police, and that there should be due process for the criminals who commit the crimes against victims like Jose Cruz. And so with that, we have Acción America will be working with several attorneys to make sure that the process of the criminal process is protected and that the family has a voice at the table during this prosecution. And I'd like to introduce you.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Elahi. I'm a local civil rights attorney, and I'm here today to make sure that I can act as a liaison between the family and the DA's office to make sure that these charges that have been brought today are carried to their fruition, because as you all know, the legal system can be very nebulous. So my role here would be to make sure the family understands what is going on, what's being filed by the defense attorney. Oops, sorry. It's okay, it's all right. Because as you know, the defense has already started spinning the story, and we want to make sure that the family's rights are protected. This was a cold-blooded murder in the middle of the afternoon in Addison, in Dallas County. We all saw it. There are pictures of it. And we want to make sure that that is never forgotten. So I will be telling the family exactly what's happening at every given stage, and we'll be protecting their rights as victims, because they are victims of this as well. And thousands of people who have come here all day long, I've been told by the funeral home, is a testimony to this young life that was so wonderful and that was cut way too short. They're here for Jose Cruz because he was a wonderful human being. They just didn't show up because they wanted to be in front of cameras and around people. They came here for this young man who touched their lives, and he will remain with them, and we'll make sure that Officer Johnson is made an example, and we want to make sure that Addison and Farmers Branch and all of Dallas County get together to make sure that their officers start behaving in a manner which does not allow them to kill with impunity and to get away with it. One of our concerns is, and I'll end with this, is that if this officer was not off duty, and if he was wearing a uniform, I think a lot of us here feel that he might even get away with this, because that's happened way too many times in this county, and that the union will come to its protections and all the spin that's going on. We will make sure that Officer Johnson is convicted and this family gets justice. Thank you.
And this will be the final statement. Go ahead.
Por favor, quiero que se puedan hacer un poquito más para atrás para los que hicimos primero la...
Habla nomás. Just talk. Okay.
Quiero darle muchas gracias a la prensa por ayudarnos a que se haga justicia por la injusta muerte de nuestro amigo y nuestro hermano Jose Cruz. Muchísimas gracias a ustedes, la prensa, muchísimas gracias a la gente que vino de todas partes a donar dinero. Y hacemos todo esto no porque queremos estar en cámaras, sino porque no queremos que lo que se pasó con nuestro amigo se haga con otras personas más. ¿Vamos a salir a la calle con miedo? ¿Vamos a salir a la calle con temor a que un policía nos pare y nos dispare por ninguna razón? Eso no queremos. Nosotros queremos que esto le quede de ejemplo a todos los policías, que ni uno de ellos nos puede tocar, nos puede asesinar así como lo hicieron con nuestro amigo. Eso no se puede seguir haciendo ni aquí, ni en todo el país. Les queremos dejar claro que los latinos estamos unidos, aquí ni en cualquier parte, para hacer justicia por la crueldad y la discriminación que hacen hacia nosotros. Porque lo que pasó fue injusto. No nos lo pueden regresar a nuestro hermano. No pueden, pero queremos que se haga justicia y no lo queremos a él en la cárcel por 1 año, 2 años, 40 años, lo queremos de por vida y con la inyección letal, eso queremos. ¿Quién quiere la inyección letal para esa policía? ¡Yo! Queremos la inyección letal y no queremos que solamente digan que ya lo metieron arrestado y ya no, queremos que un juez lo haga público y oficial la sentencia para ese policía de por vida y la inyección letal. Es todo lo que tengo que decir. Gracias.
I want to thank everybody for coming here, supporting us, supporting Jose. He wasn't just our friend, he was our brother. And they killed our brother for no reason. Just because he had a fast car, just because he had a nice car. He worked for his money. So me and a couple friends, we make this cookout Monday, you know what I'm saying, to support, get donations for our friend. And out of nowhere, this guy told us he wants to speak. His name was Carlos. And I want to thank Carlos for helping all of us out to do this. Without Carlos, we would have never done none of this. I want to thank you, Carlos, for everything, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos.
Y este es un mensaje del poder de nuestra comunidad. Es un poder tan grande, tan enorme, que cuando nosotros participamos, nosotros podemos cambiar el destino de nuestra comunidad. Y hoy tenemos que mandar un mensaje a todas las personas que están escuchando, que ya se acabaron los días de impotencia de nuestra comunidad. Hoy comenzamos la lucha para el futuro de nuestros niños y hoy comenzamos el proceso de paz, respeto y dignidad para nuestra comunidad. ¡Que viva la comunidad latina! ¡Que viva la comunidad! Thank you. Questions?
When did the family find out about this arrest and how did they find out about it?
We got a call. I got a text message from Chief Paul Spencer at about 5:20 in the afternoon, indicating that they were beginning the process to take action regarding the shooting of Jose Cruz. He asked me to not make a statement that they were going to arrest Officer Johnson, and I believe at like 5:55, Officer Johnson was arrested, and then I received a confirmation from Chief Spencer that he was in custody and en route to Luz Sterrett for processing.
Would it be okay for family just to explain what their reaction was when they did find out?
Let me get the mom. Ana, ¿qué fue su respuesta cuando le informaron que al oficial lo arrestaron? ¿Cómo se sentía?
Pues ya estoy más tranquila,
Very tranquil.
me siento más, con más fuerza un poquito,
And very strong. She's gotten a lot of strength from the fact that he's been arrested and charged.
porque se va a hacer justicia, yo sé.
Because there's going to be justice for him.
Gracias a todos,
Thank you
gracias.
very much.
Señora Ana,
Gracias.
Señora.
esta tarde estaba hablando que quería que lo arresten lo más pronto posible y lo hicieron durante el velorio de su
Sí,
hijo. ¿Cómo fue esa noticia ya que estaban aquí con él, ¿no? Con toda esta gente?
Sí.
¿Puede decir cómo recibieron la noticia?
pues sí, yo la verdad me siento muy, no muy bien, pero ya me siento más contenta, agradecida con todos ustedes, con todas las personas, con los compañeros de mi hijo, con toda mi familia, con el señor Quintanilla, que no me ha dejado de la mano. Gracias a todos y me siento más tranquila así.
Sé que ha sido un momento bastante privado, pero ¿hay algo que de repente usted le dijo a su hijo en ese momento, después que se enteró de la noticia?
Sí, le dije.
Carlos,
Yes, sir.
are you surprised by how fast this moved, and what do you think that says about this case?
Well, the being so fast shows that the evidence was so overwhelming. And in many of the conversations that we had, we basically said the evidence is so overwhelming that there's nothing that could be done except an indictment or an immediate arrest. There was no 911 calls. There were no officers in pursuit. There was no criminal report of any activity, any criminal behavior by Jose Cruz and Edgar Rodriguez. There was no documentation of any officers in pursuit. There was misinformation about the original vehicle that he was in, the red Charger, which belonged to Jose Cruz. It wasn't stolen. So all of that, plus the fact that there were over 25 witnesses, there was video surveillance, and the enormous pressure from the media to bring this to public light. I think that this was a collective effort of the community, of young people, of activism, the media, to force them to take such a quick route of action to file criminal charges, and most importantly, to bypass the grand jury and directly charge him with murder and aggravated assault. And that speaks volumes for the case, that they have bypassed the grand jury and they decided that there was probable cause to charge him with murder, and that right now he's sitting in Lucero County Jail waiting trial for the murder of Jose. So we're very happy that the city of Addison acted so expeditiously and effectively in bringing criminal charges against Jose Cruz. Nosotros estamos, las palabras no pueden decir qué tan contentos estamos que la ciudad de Addison actuó tan rápido, tan efectivo para traer cargos criminales en contra de de Officer Johnson por la muerte de Jose Cruz. Pero nosotros desde el principio, la familia rechazó categóricamente que Jose Cruz estaba involucrado en un crimen. El carro era de Jose Cruz. La mamá y la abuelita le compraron ese carro. Ese fue el primer error. Él no se robó el carro, él estaba en su carro. Segundo, cuando no hay un reporte de 911, no hay asistencia de policía, no hay un cargo criminal en los apartamentos, el oficial viola la política, el protocolo de la ciudad de Farmers Branch y le ataca el carro, sale del carro. Hay 25 testigos, hay videos, hay una cantidad de personas que lo vieron, nos llaman, nos mandan fotos, hablan con nosotros, nos mandan videos. Nosotros desde el momento que sucedió eso sabíamos que Jose Cruz era inocente y el único culpable por el asesinato y el crimen y el único criminal. El único criminal en este caso fue Officer Johnson, nadie más.
That's right. That's right.
And the family is very happy. But we as a community, and we as a dominant community, Latino community, are angry. We're angry that a young man,